Moonlight Madness, and today we're filming for Moonlight Madness, Sun, Moon and Rising in Water. The deck I'm using today is a very much loved deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I've had it since 2015. And then the next deck I've got it in the shop that I bought it from no longer exists. It was a beautiful shop that had knickknacks and things like that in Brisbane, in Bulimba area. The next deck I bought is the Fairy Oracle. I bought this from Rainbow Runner. They've since shut their doors, but they still have an online presence, which is really good. So if I want to get more cards, which I'm due for another deck for Christmas for myself, I can go there. My background is I've been a psychic medium since I was maybe the age of 2. I was sleepwalking at the age of 2. I started getting my first impressions at the age of 13 whilst having an eating disorder, to the point where I had a vision from my grandmother, who passed away when she was only 2 years older than me. She was 52 with cancer. She came to me and said, "You need to have faith in yourself." And that's what pulled me out of the brink. I was near death. I was not eating. I hadn't eaten for days. They couldn't even find the vein to try and, because they could see I was just sleeping all the time. I just didn't want to be here. I was 13. I was severely depressed, and I had a childhood trauma that I'm still dealing with and in therapy for. This is what drew me to the occult. I had a friend who had a friend, and his mum was a psychic medium, and she took me to a psychic school to learn how to tap into my intuition. And she said, "You have a natural ability." I picked up the name of her brother, who had already passed away, and his name was Dallas, and that's a very unusual name. And I could get imagery and pictures in my head, and her name was Trish, and Andre was her son, and I think they were Russian background. But anyway, that's what I saw. So the first card, that's a bit enough about me. The first card I've got, and I've just recently gone back to Lifeline, very happy to say that, because Lifeline helps to deal with people that are suicidal, which obviously I was back then. So I went back to Lifeline, and I was gifted something. Someone donated. I'm guessing it was from Rainbow Run, because they shut their doors only a month ago, less than. This gorgeous stone. Look at it. It's magnificent. It's all blue, which is communication, and it's got gold on it. And the last time I did a reading for water signs, I picked up that you needed to get something gold, because gold attracts gold. Like wealth attracts, it's a law of attraction. But this particular stone, which I've got a book on crystals, I'm very into crystals. I earmarked it because I thought it was such a different type of, see the different blues you've got there. The first colour that you get, which is that colour, is Aqua Aura Quartz, and it's for calming, relaxing, connecting with the spiritual realms, which I do, enhanced communication, psychic protection, and it's water. Or Aqua Aura Quartz is water. Yeah. It's energetic, and its cousin is Angel Aura Quartz. This stone is produced when clear quartz points or clusters through a special treatment in which their surfaces are bonded with vaporized or finely powdered pure gold, which is the gold on top. I think that's actually gold. Yeah. And the resulting crystals exhibit vivid blue surfaces with subtle flashes of iridescent rainbow color. The name Aqua, which I'm an Aquarian, and I've also got 3 placements in water, is derived from the rich aquamarine color and the fact that the blue is an outer sheath like an energetic aura. The hardness of Aqua Aura Quartz is 7, and its crystal system is hexagonal, which is triangle. I've got triangle natal chart with Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, trine, and then I've got placements in 3 water placements. I'm more like a water sign than an air sign. Aqua Aura Quartz crystals have been popular in the metaphysical marketplace since the 1980s. They've been around for a while. It says here it's connected to spiritual wisdom. It has a very high and intense vibration. It has been used to activate the energy of other minerals for healing work, and can be a potent stone when used in body auric field to release negativity from one's emotional, physical, etheric, and astral bodies. Wearing Aqua Quartz can help one to shine with inner beauty, to attract wealth, success, to bring forth esoteric wisdom, which is higher learning, to relieve depression and anxiety, and to assist in creating an aura of peace, well-being in oneself and one's surrounding. That's think as we enter the next phase of our evolution, we are going on a journey. We're about to go into the war journey. I did predict a war back before I saw COVID. I also saw a war that ended everything. There was nothing left. I've notified the powers that be. I've notified the Prince of Dubai, which I'm friends on Facebook, and told him to warn the authorities that this could actually happen. Aqua Aura Quartz combines harmoniously with amethyst, which I've got sitting next to it, amethyst, moldavite, labradorite, golden, lapis, which I've got. Here's my lapis. Seraphinite, chrysoprase, rhodochrosite, citron, which is the orange one, citron, and green amethyst tanzanite. Yeah. Nature and science is a fusion of nature and science. Atoms of pure gold are pyrolytically bonded with top-grade clear quartz in a high temperature near vacuum conditions. Aqua Aura works on the throat chakra to express your emotion, gently cleansing all imbalances which have blocked the flow of heartfelt communication. It reduces hot spots in the body, bringing calm to the aura through a peaceful energy. It's good for emotional stress. It is a good preventative measure. It is connection with high vibrational realms, interdimensional communication, because I travel, I astral travel, so I'm between worlds. I've got 1 foot in the 3D and 1 foot in the 5D. I'm never actually living in the 3D as everyone else does. I'm not a muggle in, Hogwarts, Harry Potter terms. I'm not a muggle. I'm actually more half and half. Emotionally, aqua quartz calms the emotional body, allowing to witness one's various emotional states without being pulled into identifying with them. Physically, it releases negative energy from one's auric field, bringing inner peace and relief from stress. That's really good because I'm a stress head because I'm an Aquarian. We live in our brain, so we find it hard. We are like Libras. Libras and Aquarians are very similar. It's also got this lighter blue, which is in the middle here. I'll hold it closer. That lighter blue that I've got my finger on is blue aragonite, which is intuition, communication, meditation. It's wind water. It's the throat chakra. It's the third eye. It'll open up the third eye. My third eye is wide open. I don't need any more opening, but okay. It is good for. It's good with aquamarine. It's good for communication, suppressed emotions, to numb ourselves to the joys and sorrows of life, and it brings a renewed zest and courage for experiencing all of one's feelings. It is not only a powerful intensifier of positive emotional states, but also assistance in healing past and present emotional wounds. If you're doing trauma, as in childhood trauma, I'm working with a childhood trauma victims of crime therapist. She's amazing. I've been with her since 2016, and we've dug very deep, her and I, through my childhood trauma. I'm just feeling like I'm coming out the other end of it now. It's a stabilizing influence. It increases one's capacity to handle strong energies of all types without experiencing any stress. It is an excellent stone for those with busy, challenging lives, those who choose to take on lots of responsibilities, but who wish to remain in touch with all their sensitivities. It enhances insight and assists in communication with higher sources of information and intelligence. It can help one bring the heart and mind into a dynamic harmony. So if you've got head and heart issues like I do, because you live in your brain, Aquarians live in their brain. They're a cerebral people. They're attracted to your intelligence before they're attracted to your heart, because their brain rules their heart. But when you've got the conflict of interest, which is they've got 3 placements in water, I struggle because I'm a very emotional person too, but I will overanalyze the situation. So it works well with blue opal, blue topaz, and aquamarine, which is why they've put those 2 stones together. And it's got healing properties. Yes, there we go. It is spiritual for communication. It's excellent for sound healers of all types when it helps to calm and focus the mind. Blue aragonite improves emotional perspective and healing. It helps one to speak and think compassionately and to heal from verbal abuse. Oh, that's really good. It assists one in overcoming hesitation or fear of speaking and sharing one's ideas and thoughts with others. Yeah, don't dim your light to fit in. That's what I said to my son, who's a water sign. Blue aragonite helps with respiratory illnesses or weaknesses. So if you've got asthma, this is a really good stone. It says it's made in Brazil, so I don't know if all the stones came from Brazil, but they've been crafted in Brazil. Yeah, it stimulates the lungs and is useful in breath work. would be good for these sorts of people. Yeah, increasing of my emotional and intuitive ability. So the book that I'm using is the Book of Stones, which I happened to find at the library. There's a little library, three little libraries on the campus of Newcastle University. That was there, and I took it, and I thought, well, I needed it. It was obviously given to me for a reason. It's by Robert Simmons and Nisha Bashian. It's a beautiful book. It's made through the North Atlantic Books, Heaven and Earth Publishing, because I deal with Heaven and Earth, right? So I'm on one foot. If you can think of, I've also got Sagittarius placement. If you can think of 1 foot on Earth and 1 foot in heaven, that's where I live. Now, the first card I pulled, and that's the introduction to where I'm coming from, is the Star card. This is the Aquarian card. This is healing. You may have been going through some dark night of the soul, and you're starting to come out the other end. Can I just say that? I can't even make it up. I just said I've just come through a dark night of the soul, and I've been through it since 2015. It's been going on for quite some time. We're here to learn. We are here to learn lessons. The Star to me card is that you're either in the spotlight, you are a star already, you have your own platform already, or you're about to be in the spotlight and you're not even prepared for the amount of attention you're going to glean from not just people that are in the street, but also from people that are stars themselves. You may have an alignment with someone that's going to propel you forward. Look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging situations. And the star to me is 8, and the star also means purification. You may be going through a purification process, which I think a lot of people are doing because we've just had a great purging with the moon in Scorpio. We've come out of that, and we're now in the moon in, I think it's Leo, last time I checked, with Alison Dubois, who I watched her channel. I think we were in Cancer for a couple of days, and now we've gone into Leo. And I think after Leo, I think it's Aquarius. So we're going into the Aquarian moon. Now, what you've got here crossing your path is the Ace of Summer. So in 1 month's time, one lunar cycle, because Ace of Cups is to do with one moon cycle, open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. This is love. This is new love coming in. In the past, you may have been given a lump sum of money, or you were concerned about your finances and you were trying to save, which luckily I did that before my contract ended with my last job. I'd saved enough for the bond that was here. I never knew. I thought the bond had been paid. Apparently it hadn't. So I was extremely fortunate that I banked it, so I could then pay for it. So that's the lump of money that I got. The next card I've got here is the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is about separation. You may have been separated from friends and family. Weren't we all during COVID? Who would have thought that COVID would separate so many people, and how much time we lost with our loved ones, and you can't get that time back. My sons couldn't do their learning driver school because of COVID. My sons graduated later because they couldn't do the practical work. My son is a Bachelor of Science major. They had to do everything from home. So it put him behind in a lot of ways, but in some ways it was good because it talked about what I thought COVID was. It was a measure of resilience. If you could get through your university course with COVID and all the restrictions we had going on, then you could overcome anything. That's what I believe COVID was all about. It was a lesson. I was trying to do introduction to what was it called? Open Foundation. I was doing Open Foundation because I was homeless at the time, and I thought that's a means to an end. If I'm in a course at the university, I can get a room at a university campus, and that's how I got housed. I was doing law in action. I had no idea about computers. I was completely in the dark when it came to smartphones. I had all these challenges, but I still did it. I still went through and did it, and I got help through librarians at the university. I got help from librarians at the Newcastle Library. I found if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have even gone very far with it. I had no idea what I was doing. I was flying blind. I had no QR codes, none of that. I'm like a dinosaur when it comes to technology. So the only person I had to rely on was my 2 boys who are techie savvy because they've got a father that's a web developer. If it wasn't for those boys, I don't know what I would have done. It was just from them that I got through it all. But in saying that, I had 3 international students living with me that were so scared to come into their rooms because of the hatred towards the Chinese. I was kind of like the dormitory mum. I stayed with them and I used to feed them. I didn't know how often they were getting money from overseas. I used to buy bags of vegetables because I knew that was part of their diet. Vegetables was a huge basis of their diet from Thailand. One of them was like a emperor or one of the royalty. Her dad was like owned a water bottle factory, and before he was an engineer, she was quite hot. She showed me pictures of the royal family. I knew her. She was lovely. I got to know her on a deep level, and I taught her how to clean and I taught her how to wash. She's never left home. She had everything done for us, so we helped each other. I got her food. I made sure she came out of her room, and I made sure she had clean clothes. And I used to take her clothes off the line for her. Just sort of looked out for her. But that's what kindness is. I think what COVID was here to teach us was kindness and tolerance for every race, creed, colour, culture. And then someone's put someone called Trump back into society to squash all the good that we managed to achieve. You can't segregate people. That's the law of discrimination. The act of discrimination in the law, and I've picked up this card for a reason, I'm going to talk about it. Discrimination Act was brought out in 1977 and it was invented. The first person to do the Human Rights Act was Australia. There's 62 countries that follow it. One of them is America. So Trump has to understand, not going to be political here, Trump has to understand he's playing with fire. If he's going to try and override by saying that no LGBTQ people can be allowed or go and change their gender, and even if they leave the country, you can't enforce that because you are just one tiny little dot in 62 countries that are supposed to support Human Rights Act, and that's a basic human right. What you choose to be gender is up to you. Human Rights Act. You can't override that. Good luck to him, but he won't. He'll fail. So that's the justice card I'm talking about. Take time to review the details because you'll win in the end. Some of you may want to go into the legal system. I'm looking at child protection services. I really would like to do it. Not sure how ready I am for it, but I'm researching it currently. I've got to set up my resume, and it's an interim entry level. They've got ads for people to work with kids. I'm really good with young kids, so especially teenagers. I was a wild child, so I kind of understand where they're coming from. Two of autumn is to do with two jobs. You're going to be juggling two jobs, very soon. So you're going to have multiple jobs or priorities, and you're good at multitasking. So you could be doing study, you could be working part time. This interim thing, if I was to do the child protection job, I would be doing part study and part on the job training. So that makes sense. It's like a traineeship. I think people work best when they are hands on as well as book. Now, it's saying that you're a high priestess. I'm reading for myself because I've got water on my chart. You may be known through the community as a high priestess. You might have dealings with a high priestess. I'm thinking Alison Dubois is higher than I am. So I'm thinking that's her because she's, what is she? I think she's Scorpio. Is she Scorpio? She's a high priestess. I believe she is the high priestess. And she is very insightful. She works in the police force. She was doing law, studying it before she got into the spiritual side of it. And that's she used to see things before they happen. She could find the victim. She's trying to help find the people who went missing. And it says that the best thing with high priestesses is that they need to go out in nature. They need to go for long walks to get their visions and their messages because by walking and hearing different sounds, it stimulates the mind and it helps you relax and it chills you out to then receive the messages you're meant to see. I find if I go walking in the morning between 11 and 1, all my downloaded messages, my daydreams come between 11 and 1. And then at night I'm what's sleep? I don't know what that is, and I haven't slept in years. I'm astrophago while I'm sleeping, so I'm getting future events while I'm asleep. Not every night, but every second or third night. The next card I pulled is the Five of Autumn. So you may be having to help, you might be volunteering your time, your information, your knowledge on what you do, which is your spiritual work, which is what I'm doing here. I'm teaching people. But I'm also volunteering at Lifeline to help people that are suicidal. So that's always good. Just reach out to people that are from religious places to help give back, volunteering will help. Who is around you is the Queen of Summer, and this person is known as a helper. She is either a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces. She could be a disability support worker. I'm trained as a disability support worker. Or she could be a community nurse. She could be a nurse. She could be just a very caring, empathetic person. She'll know things long before you even speak about them. She'll just know. And she'll just blurt it out, go, oh, I know you feel like this. she's so intuitive is because she's born like that. She's very intuitive. And that's why she's always sunflowers around because they're trying to get her attention. They're all vying for her attention, but she gets burnt out really quickly. You know, someone like that already. I've got a son who's in disability support. Let me tell you, it is burnout. It equals burnout because she gets so overwhelmed with everyone else's emotions. It's hard to figure out if they're their emotions or it's your emotions because she will take on their emotions if you're empathic and intuitive. I know I do. This whole building's got issues with depression. I feel very depressed here. That's why I say love like stone because it helps lift my energy. Because people don't realise it. When you don't believe on people that don't cut you is a really good saying. So don't put all your bad stuff on someone else that didn't do anything to you. What happened in your past is what happened in your past from someone else. You can't judge them the same way. You've also got a young person around. You've got a mature person that's interested in you. You've got a young person who's interested in you, who's also a water sign, who is romantic, captivating, dramatic, flirtatious, a very emotional person. He's extremely poetic. He could read poetry to you. He may love to read poetry to you, but he's got a wandering eye, and unfortunately, that wandering eye means he likes to spread his dandelion. You know what I'm saying? It's PG here. He likes to spread his dandelion everywhere. But it does say he's got a heart of glass. He's very careful with what you say to him and how you say it because he can get very hurt very easily, especially water signs. Now I'm going to pull the deck, and we've got here. So in 2 years' time, you'll be doing 2 different jobs. Maybe the sideline hustle is this as well as doing police work. Which a lot of people might do. Where, okay, oh, that's just come out. This is the Lovers card. We pulled out the Ace of Cups before. This is the Fairy Lovers. And what fell out with it was the Purification. Unicorn. So it's saying to check your food. If you must, like the kings and queens in the back in the day, they used to get a unicorn's horn. You know, in the history, the unicorn represents Scotland. I didn't know this because the unicorn on the English monarchy is the lion and the unicorn. I didn't know. Sorry, a Scottish friend. The unicorn represents purity, but back in the day, unicorns actually were like a whale. They weren't a horse; they were a whale, and they had this strange little horn, and that's why they called it a unicorn. But they depicted the unicorn as a horse in because it looks pretty entertaining, right? They say that unicorns can't be seen by the naked eye. Any white, if you've ever watched the movie, I love it. It was my favourite movie when I was 16. The last unicorn, it was a cartoon, and it talks about the last unicorn, and the unicorn hit its horn, but it was a white mare, and only the person that's psychic could see the actual horn in its head. It hid it from everyone else. Being a scorpion, they tend to hide their emotions very well. They won't display them. They won't tell you how they feel. You have to do lots of digging. My son is one of those. I have to dig with him. Not easy to get to know. He's not easy to trust. 46, because he doesn't even trust himself, let alone you. That's what I know about scorpions. 46. Okay. This is suspicious of people. New love, courtship, romance, falling in love. Oh, new love is enchanting and all important. It's like breath, food, or water. We fall in love and all the world is lovely to us. We radiate a dense kind of golden glow. Our brain changes. We find it hard to sleep and eat. And our chakras are wide open and spinning. Our cells sink to our beloved. And we climb to them, even to be with them for a moment. We think of them all the time. New love can be stronger than the will to live, and finding love can give us the desire to live forever with our beloved. It's not the same as lustful desire. It is just a different state, as splendid as it can be. Our chemistry changes, our dopamine levels fire up, leaving us feeling like we're about to receive the greatest gift possible. They're courting. They don't know the sweet rapture of giving in to the desire, but it is coming and it is yours. It's the first crush, the first kiss. You're about to fall in love. It is most likely to be with a beautiful other. He will be spellbound by. Do not fear, they will love too, and their rapture will come from this coming together will outweigh all the fear you've experienced. And or anticipate experiencing at its loss in the past. The love is new, but it may also be the experience of the revival of a deep, fresh love in a mature relationship. Courtship, being romance and swept off your feet, you'll find you and your love are both magical beings to respond, be best outdoors, making love under the trees will help you stay in love. Wild, free, deep and true love is in bud, oh rapture, oh deepest and wildest of joys. And the unicorn, the maiden, is 10, which is the beginning. We're in Australia right now, we're in the middle of spring, it feels like summer today, it's really hot outside. The unicorn is a symbol of ancient magic's rising and purification of the earth and the etheric realms taking place. The maiden and the unicorn standing together indicate that you are receiving communications about detoxifying, clearing your environment, following your life path, and being a peaceful activist for change. The doors between worlds for you are growing wider and wider. More and more is coming through for you. Please know that you have a purpose which is in the moment now to help the environment. You are a peaceful being, sensitive, and yet so very strong and powerful. Keep some of your work secret. Do not try to attract attention. The new children who are becoming adults now are aided in their life purpose by the unicorn. It is time to protect and help something precious and threatened to survive. Bless your food and water to ingest healing unicorn energy. That's really nice. Yes, so bless your food and water. And make sure it's, well, I've got a parent that works for Meals on Wheels. It's run by church group. She volunteers. That's probably why I've been getting healthier. My health's improved since I've been eating the food there because it's all got no salt, got no additives, fresh fruit and veggies. I had COVID really bad. I had COVID and glandular fever. I should have died. I could have died. I'm very fortunate. What got me well was my mum who gave me lots of soup, chicken soup I lived on. I had no appetite. I kept vomiting. There was nothing to vomit towards the end. It was just dry reaching. It was awful. And I had no appetite, I had no sense of smell, taste, I couldn't, it was a really bad case of COVID, and I asked for help. I actually asked for help. And I bought this stone because I got told that it helps with healing illnesses. It's called bloodstone. I have had that with selenite, which amplifies the blessing, and pink rose quartz, which is for love. I kept that on my person, and I keep that on my person in a little bag. I've been doing that since I got it. It's taken me a good, I'm going to say, 8 weeks to get over it. But I've just gotten back on my feet. But I'm finding flushing out with juice, lots and lots of orange juice, V8 juice. What else did I use? Chamomile tea. And there's another tea my mother gave me, jasmine tea, which helps with antibacterial as well. So lots of teas. I just flushed it out. It's almost gone. I think it's pretty much nearly gone. I can feel myself getting better and stronger. And that's all I have for you today for water signs and